Hi, I'm Jane Evans and I'm UK's childhood anxiety interpreter. I want to talk to you today about something I've had many conversations about during the course of my career and also as a parent, but specifically this week, and that is giving children consequences. I did some training in a school recently and it was all going pretty well until I dared to suggest that giving children consequences wasn't okay. It was even maybe mean. And I also got into a big discussion on Twitter this week, which is not unusual, about how we need consequences. Children need to know that actions have consequences because as adults, there are consequences for things that we do. And yeah, it just goes round and round, this one. And it can seem, and I must admit, when I was a parent of a young child, I felt that giving my child a consequence was better than smacking him or shouting at him. But further down the line, having studied the science and looked at it in a more detached way, I suppose, I get now that giving a consequence still creates a barrier between you and your child. And I saw that with my own son, and I could literally feel it in my whole being that, when he was struggling and he was doing things that maybe I would rather that he didn't, or that he wasn't doing things that I would really rather that he did. When I introduced the idea that something mean was going to happen to him, I was going to turn the TV off or not let him go down the park, or, sometimes maybe he did go and do the thing then, but there was resentment, there was sadness, and it disconnected us. So for me, this just didn't work. And that's what we find. The thing with consequences is that they create a disconnection between the adult and the child, because whichever way you shake them up, they either cause physical or emotional pain and distress to a child. And we like to think, well, then they won't do it again, will they? But that's not a reality either, because in the first place they may very well have not done it on purpose, because mostly children don't. They're just too busy being children and they forget and they make mistakes because of course their brains are very underdeveloped. And you know what? When I'm an adult and I make a mistake, here is the thing. I would much rather somebody comes to me and says, "Ooh, Jane, I think you made a bit of a mistake. Are you okay? Can I help you in any way? Because I get that you probably won't want to keep doing this because now so-and-so is really upset. So what can I do to help?" Especially if maybe I just had, I don't know, hit my car or knocked my coffee all over a book, or someone else's book, even worse. I don't want someone to come and be mean to me. I want someone to come and see if I'm okay and can they help me. And maybe they could teach me another way, another place to put my coffee cup. That would be great. I might be open to that later. So if we think of it in a way that consequences, what they teach children is to avoid us, and they also make them feel really bad about a mistake that they've made. They forgot, they got carried away, they got overwhelmed by their emotions. Then do we really want to punish them at this point, or do we want to help them? Because the exciting thing is that we can offer compassion and connection so that then they feel, oh, okay, this person is trying to help me and they've got my back in this, and they can walk me through a different way to do this in the future. Now, of course, they don't think like that in their brains, but they'll literally feel that in their whole being. So when they do make a mistake somewhere else in life, particularly as they get older and, life becomes maybe a little less safe for them because they're away from us more, then we have built this strong roadway back to us. If they get into difficulties, they have a problem, they will come to us because there won't be a consequence from us for their behaviour. There will be help, there might be some reflection, and we're going to plan a different route forward. But I don't know about you. As a parent and as a professional, all I ever want is that in a moment of need or fear or stress or vulnerability in some way, a child will come to me, rather than try and deal with it on them by themselves or go to the wrong person. So consequences create barriers, whereas compassion creates connection. So you choose. It's not easy, I know, but honestly, it will be the best way for you as a parent or a professional. You'll feel much more peaceful about what you're doing because you're genuinely getting opportunities to teach. And oh my goodness, once your child adjusts to it, because it will take some adjustment because they're waiting for the consequence and the punishment to come, then they will love it, and they will love feeling that connected to you in good times and in bad. Do let me know how you get on. Please comment below. And if you want more information on all of this, then check out my blogs on my website, allthews.thejaneevans.com, and take care of yourselves in all of this, because it really is a journey.